Okay, we are officially live. Hey, Aaron, thanks for being here with us today.
Absolutely no problems, Nicole. I'm super excited to be here and I'm super excited to share this with everyone who's watching as well.
Yeah, so some people in this group might know who you are just from seeing your face. So why don't you take a second and introduce yourself and share a little bit about you and what you do?
Sure. So if you do know me, I'm the crazy Australian who does the ketogenic food blogging. So I have a YouTube channel, I've got a food blog, I've got an Instagram, Facebook, blah, 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 all about the ketogenic diet. So what I try and do is I try and take a complicated version of the ketogenic diet and try and simplify it. And so, trying to make things simple, that's sort of my magic, ballpark there. So that's what I do. My name's Aaron. So yeah, welcome
You
everyone
didn't
who's
say
watching.
your like Instagram handle and your YouTube channel and your
Oh,
website.
sorry. It's called Fat for Weight Loss. So it's a bit of a spin on the idea that, previously we thought that fat was making us fat, but in fact, it's not fat. It could possibly be something else. And so the ketogenic diet really helps you tap into that fat storage so that you're using fat for weight loss.
Awesome. So you did your cereal series, was it like a month now ago?
It was probably about a month ago. Yeah, it was. Yeah, about a month ago.
So take us through like what you did for your serial series, how you decided to do it, and how it went for your people and for
Sure.
you.
Yeah. Well, so with your help and Dan's help as well, I went through, and so I was having a lot of trouble, finding out what my audience really wanted. And so what I did was I did a big survey, and the survey came back with a lot of really surprising results for me, because I didn't understand people were, struggling with craving so much. Because on the ketogenic diet, you're supposed to cut out sugar, you're supposed to cut out carbs, all those different types of things. But when you do that, and when you step into the ketogenic diet, then those cravings start to kick in, because sugar is absolutely everywhere. And so I didn't realize that that was such a big problem. I didn't realize that, one, a lot of the people coming to me weren't actually beginners. There were people who were already on the ketogenic diet, just struggling with certain specifics of it. So the cravings were huge. And so I decided to put together a 5-day carb cleanse. And basically what that is that it's the precursor for people getting onto the ketogenic diet. So a lot of the information that I was putting out there, and I still am, is about being on the ketogenic diet and assuming that you're already there, you're already doing it, and here are some optimizations that you can do. But a lot of people are struggling with the actual getting to that point part. So the 5-day carb cleanse walked them through, getting to that point and ultimately being able to stay in a ketogenic style of eating without counting calories, without counting macros, without all that rubbish. It's just really, really simple, mindset hacks. And so for me, I keep pushing people into that 5-day carb cleanse, because the information in there is, one, not only really helpful for them, but two, really helpful for me, because I don't have to explain it 1,000 times.
Right.
Um,
Yes.
and so there's essentially a mini course set up there with really, really helpful information, and it's all free. And so why wouldn't they join the 5-day carb cleanse? And for me, I was so sick of trying to get people to sign up to a course, and they drop off after 3 weeks because they don't understand. And so the 5-day carb cleanse is just a perfect solution for that, for me and for them as well.
So I love that you said you were kind of creating content that you assumed was good for your audience. And then once you talked to them, you surveyed them, you realized they were actually struggling with other things as well. So a lot of times we do that, right? When we have an audience, we do what we think we should be doing. And it takes us really connecting and talking to our people to understand like what their needs are. So I love that you did that survey, and it really kind of opened up this door to what they were really, really struggling with and how you could help them better.
Yeah, and along with that survey as well, a lot of people think they know their audience just because they get a certain amount of feedback from people. And so it might be criticism, it might be negative feedback, and you might sit there and go, oh, my audience doesn't like that, I better not do that anymore. But if you actually ask people for their honest opinion, and you ask your entire audience for their honest opinion, you can get some really statistically relevant results, because I was just getting feedback, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this isn't right, this isn't, and it just spirals you into a thing of negativity. And so with that survey, I can always go back to that as well. And it's not hard. You just email out a Google Forms and everyone can fill it out, and then you can go from there.
Yeah, awesome. So let's talk about some of the results. Not only are your people feeling better because they know what to do leading up to what you take them, how you can help them even further, but you had some great results selling your products as well.
Sure. Yeah. Well, there was results on two sides of the spectrum. So I think I had about 5,000 people go through the 5-day carb cleanse. One of the ladies said she lost 16 pounds in 5 days, which was just crazy. And so it definitely that little mini course was her like key to unlock the strategies that were resisting the weight loss. But the benefits for me on the flip side of that was that I was able to not only sell more recipe books to those people, because whilst they're going through a 5-day carb cleanse, they probably needed some recipes. So all of the recipes that I have are 350 plus recipes inside a big bundle of cookbooks. And so they were able to use that throughout the 5-day carb cleanse, which was really handy for them. And then at the very end, I would also sell what I call the Keto Masterclass, which is a collection of all of my courses, and it's just bundled up, waiting for you to start wherever you want. And so I've got the Keto Meal Prep Pro, I've got the Beginner's course, Kickstart course. I've just got so many keto courses. And for those people, it was just a huge bargain as well. And for me, I was able to make the course profitable without any advertising and without, obviously with a larger audience, you can rely on that. But for me, it was really good because I didn't feel like I was selling my soul.
Yeah, I love that. And also, you've gained the trust with those people. Like, you helped them get a transformation. That lady that emailed you that lost 16 pounds, you gained her trust like forever. And that's a really quick way to do it, over 5 days. Like, you do the series, you get their trust 5 days, they get a benefit, you get a benefit because you're serving, you're making money, and it's just like a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, and funny, like I still get emails from her saying that she's bought all of my physical cookbooks. She's gone, maybe she didn't partake in the masterclass at the end, but she's gone ahead and she's done all the things that she wanted to do. So she went ahead and bought the 3-ingredient cookbook and the dessert cookbook, and she signed up for the Christmas package. And it's like those things really helped her. And yes, as you said before, like, you gained her trust. But she's inside the group, she's answering people's questions, she's got more time, so she's able to apply it where it really matters.
That's amazing. I so appreciate it. And plus, now you have this steady stream of people coming in who can sign up for this course, get help, this series at any time, and now they're like primed to be your customer as well.
Yeah, and I've also offered it to other people in the community. So I know that cravings is a huge problem for people within the community. I think I'm probably the only one who's sort of talking about it. And so I've sent it to other people inside the ketogenic community, Tasteaholics, a few other of the keto bloggers, to say, hey, look, if your audience is also struggling with the same issue, I put together a 5-day carb cleanse. And as an affiliate sale for them, if someone buys one of the recipe books that helped them inside the 5-day carb cleanse, then they get a kickback from that. So not only is that helping me, but it's also helping them and their audience too. And it's already done. So they didn't have to figure it out. They didn't have to worry about that. And it's a great opt-in for both parties, really.
Yeah, and that's so layered. Like, you have a complete system now, which is amazing. So for anyone who's like on the fence, who is considering joining and investing and doing their own cereal series, what advice would you give them? Like, why was this like a no-brainer for you to do?
Okay, so there was a few reasons. At the time, I was looking at sort of increasing my business. And so if you're also looking at increasing your business and you're watching this video, it's not always easy and it's not always something that you're going to know the next steps for. And so you have to understand, you realize you need help. And so maybe you turn around and ask your partner and they go, wow, that's expensive. And you go, yeah, it is. But if you want your business to increase tenfold, how much is that actually worth? And so at the time for me, I invested, and I've since seen that investment back, double. So that's fantastic. That's really, really helpful. And it also has given me a platform now to generate this as an evergreen content style as well, because gone are the days of just giving away free information and expecting them to upsell them in an email sequence, because sometimes that just doesn't work. And video, people want to see video all the time. But you have just say the 5-day carb cleanse, or if you understand the framework and how to build these, you can continually build these over and over again with all the problems that your audience has. And so that you've got now a series of free mini episodes. Like, it's just it's just a no-brainer. Like, if you can get people to where you want them to be via a 5-day series or a 3-day series or whatever it is, then it's just going to be really helpful. And a lot of people who jump into the course as well, I think you just need to do it. Like, you need to get there, you need to understand the principles, but then you just need to apply it. And so again, like, if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about purchasing it, it's a no-brainer, really, for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It was so much. First of all, it's so fun. Every time someone launches a serial series, I get so excited to just watch you take your people through it and to hear the results, your results and your people's results. Like, that's exactly the ripple effect. That's like my mission, helping you help your people even better. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your experience. And I look forward to chatting with you even more.
No worries. Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us so early too.
Oh, no worries.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you so much.